What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. It was an amazing Taco Tuesday last night. Members were spamming winning slips yesterday. Absolutely love to see all the success. And again, using the tools at Props Made Easy. $20 a month, man. We built these tools to give y'all that real edge to really finally fucking beat the books. Not just go off last 5, last 10 data, but to really fucking win long term. And it's really showing out. I mean, you have over a 65% hit rate on the baseball props over the season on average. You have in the 70s% hit rate from the NFL positive edge plays that show throughout the week on average so far this season. And we're coming up to week 7. I mean, ridiculous numbers that Props Made Easy's putting up. So definitely take advantage if you haven't already. As you can see, you could just see some wins down here. Somebody in one of the wins that was posted here turned like, I think it was, $30 into 540 on NFL using a $20 tool. And I think a lot of people look at it like, oh, it's only $20. It can't be legit. No, it's legit. We just priced it at 20 so you all can afford it. That's all it is. PropsMadeEasy.com is what we're going to use today, baby. This video is brought to you by Refocus Plus, the best electrolytes on the market. Why? Because they optimize your hydration while also optimizing that brain of yours, calming your stress levels, keeping you locked in, just mentally locked in and in a good place, as well as being hydrated down to the cellular level, which in its own can optimize your brain as well. 75% of the world is chronically dehydrated. And you know how much that affects your brain and just your overall, the way you feel? A lot of times people will be dealing with anxiety or stress or a ton of stress, and the only thing they need to do is just be really hydrated. Drinking water is not doing it properly. You need to add that sodium, potassium, magnesium in there. And then Refocus adds L-theanine, lemon balm, and GABA, all natural products at a good therapeutic level to get you in a good solid mindset, just relaxed mindset, man. As you guys know, we released on the 10th. It's our family thing as well. We run it as a family. We dropped it on the 10th. People have gotten their shipments in already, and they're just flooding us with amazing comments about how it made them just relax. How, hey, I'm normally super stressed out. One of my long-term members was like, I'm normally a super stressed out person, and like, I'm 60 minutes in after drinking it and I feel like a new person. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we built it for, man. To optimize people's mindset as well as getting them hydrated. So if you haven't tried that, you can go to refocusplus.com and use code refocus20 to get 20% off your order right now. All right, let's launch the tools and let's check out what we got for today, baby. Okay. First and foremost, NFL pops up in front of us. We got Thursday Night Football tomorrow, so I'm really going to lock in on what we got for Thursday Night Football first and take a look if we have anything. So far, just off the bat, I see a few for the 19th popping at the top of the tool. And then you have Jamar Chase for Thursday Night Football tomorrow, but he's a negative edge. So because we already know it's just negative edges with the normal EV, we're going to take advantage of NFL line differences. So we're going to go over here, NFL line difference. I'm going to put the date today. Oh, sorry, today. Tomorrow. There we go. Put tomorrow's date, and we're going to take a look at the differences. Now, first thing that we immediately notice is the lines are incredibly tight right now for Thursday Night Football. They are on their shit at making sure nobody's getting edges. They're tired of Props Made Easy members fucking feasting on people. They wish we would change the price so everybody can't afford the shit. They want it to be at 50 plus, but it's not going to happen. Staying at 20 forever. Okay, plain and simple. Anyway, Jamar Chase under 72.5 is a minus 1.5 sportsbook differential. Sharp books are on 71 as the line for him, while the AI simulation projection is at 71 as well. So AI sim and sharp books are at 71. Line is at 72.5. Now, ideally, we like to see a bigger gap than this. You know what I mean? We like to see a bigger differential. Normally, I like to target like that 4 or more differentials. Obviously, where the sharp books and the line, the AI sim are kind of on the same page. But with this Thursday night slate, I mean, we don't have a huge plethora of options. So right now, Jamar Chase under 72.5 is one of the best options we got available to us. He's hit it in 40% over his last 2 years, but obviously there's been a different quarterback for a lot of that. So Jamar Chase under 72.5 is a good spot here. I mean, look, Pittsburgh's got a solid – first off, this is all I'm going to say about this. Because every bit of data I could possibly mention, y'all, is already taken into the sharp books lines. But nonetheless, I'm going to say this anyways, right? First thing you imagine here in this game, number one, Pittsburgh's defense is solid. Number two, they have a backup quarterback. While I am a fan of Joe Flacco and I think he's a definite upgrade over Browning, he's still a backup quarterback and he's not Joe Burrow with that connection with Jamar Chase. It's still a new pairing right here. And that's a big deal because you're used to guys like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are so locked in because they practice all the time with each other. They know exactly where the dude's going to be at what time he's going to be there. Different players are faster than others. They just get to the spot quicker and they just run routes different. And it's a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? So Jamar Chase under 72.5 with Pittsburgh being a stout defense. And you have to expect their main focus is, look, let's shut down Jamar Chase and make somebody else beat us. I would imagine. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised to see this go under for sure, as well as the sharp book's already telling you it's probably under. So 72.5 feels a little high for me for a guy with a backup quarterback like Joe Flacco. With that being said, he has hit 110 and 94 in the last 2 games with this quarterback situation. Okay? With that being said. But nonetheless, the data says under. You guys make your own decisions. And again, these are very tight lines right here. Now, if you want some safer options that are a bit of a bigger differential, you can go to NFL Demons and Goblins. I absolutely love taking advantage of Goblins, man. Because why? Because these plays are already discounted off the original lines. Okay, so we know we're already getting value off the top because they're already discounted lines. And then on top of that, these guys are like 90% plus season hit rates at the top here. So DK Metcalf over 2.5 receptions has hit this 100% of his last 2 seasons. Look at that. Look at all that green. He averages 4.25 receptions per game. DK Metcalf is already discounted off his original line as a Goblin, put at 2.5. On top of that, he's hit it 100% over his last 2 seasons. DK Metcalf is the #1 Goblin for Thursday Night Football. Plain and simple. Now, we may get better value as we get a little on, because odds change, things come in, new news comes in, and odds shift. And, we're going to have some big money, sharp bettors come in and place big amounts of money on certain players or games or whatever and shift lines and make different guys better plays. But I will tell y'all this. DK Metcalf over 2.5 receptions is the best play that you can play right now. And so if you're making slips, I would definitely add him in there. All right? Chase Brown in a situation where they're going to be playing from behind, obviously, you already know. Over his 1.5 receptions. He's hit this in 91% over his last 2 years, and they're in a passing script with Joe Flacco probably checking it down. So definitely like Chase Brown's over 1.5 receptions as well. But DK Metcalf is the #1 guy you want. He's almost a lock for 3 catches at least, okay? And it gives you a solid floor of getting that double up slip at least. You know what I mean? All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at MLB. Taking a look at MLB real quick. Looking over for today. At the top of the list, Shane Bieber over 14.5 outs is a 56% chance to hit. Positive 1.72 edge due to -128 true odds among the sharp books. Again, the sharp books are smarter than any of us are, okay? And any of us will ever be because they put millions of dollars into the data they put into their odds being as accurate as possible. It's very important to them that they get these odds right because otherwise they lose money. So they got to be as tight as they possibly can. All right? So the fact that sharp books have this as a certain level, yet you're getting it at the level you're getting it on PrizePicks, you're getting the positive edge, and that's all we're asking for is a positive edge long term. We're going to keep feasting like you saw in the wins we looked at before the video started. It's that easy. Like, it's that fucking easy. Like, you take the positive edges, you play it consistently. If you want the most consistency, you want to do a two-man power play slip, okay? Or you can play a 6-man flex if you want to play a big slip, but no power plays as a big slip. No 3s, no 4s, none of that. 2-man power play, 1 being a positive edge, paired up with a Goblin. You know what I mean? So you could even go Shane Bieber over 14.5 outs as a solid positive edge here and pair that with the DK Metcalf over receptions for tomorrow night and have a double up slip that easy. And obviously you can send it right over to PrizePicks by selecting both of their things right here at the top. So it's that easy. Suarez over 0.5 hits at 55% chance to hit. 0.68 positive edge. Good spot there. 14 likes on this one. People really loving Suarez over hits. Robles over 0.5 hits at a 0.42 edge percent. So some good spots there, man. Any sharp and safe? No sharp and safe meeting that quota of 3 or more sharp books, but you do have a good bit with 2, so it's good enough. It's good plays. Now let's look at the MLB Demons and Goblins. The absolute safest plays on the board. And again, these are where you want to come. Again, it's defaulted to Demon, but I'm going to have the team defaulted to Goblin because you don't want to worry too much about Demons if you're in bankroll management space. You feel what I'm saying? The best goblins today is Shane Bieber's over 2.5 hits allowed at over an 87.5% hit rate over the season. Look at this. Over 87% hit rate over the season. Now, the sample's not huge. Sal Frelick, over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. If we look over his season, that is a much bigger sample, hitting at over 82%. You guys know how I feel about the sample size stuff. I love guys with bigger samples hit rates. Like, if I'm going to go off a hit rate, I'm going to go off the season hit rate in a large sample. That's what I care about, as well as it being good value. And we already know Frelick is discounted at 0.5. So Frelick's over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs stands out to me mainly because of the huge hit rate that he has on top of already being a discounted line as a goblin. So he's another guy that you can pair with whatever else. All right, let's check on NHL. Over on NHL, first and foremost, real quick, we got to do a quick check. Sharp and safe. All right, for sharp and safe, we have one play that meets the criteria. 3 or more sharp books and positive edge. That's Yegor Sharangovich, whatever. Over 1.5 shots on goal at a 54.6 chance to hit. Positive 0.36 edge. You're getting an edge on PrizePicks on this play long term. Like, will this play miss on PrizePicks sometimes? It will, absolutely. But you got to play plays like this consistently to see the edge that you get long term. Okay, that's just how it is. The only way to be successful in this game is a long-term profit strategy. There's no short-term immediate strategy. Unless you're doing the sharp strategy that I talked about, pairing the goblins up with and if you want bankroll building slips, the Discord's where you want to be. I post bankroll building slips every single day, all the time, in the premium Discord, and I have the link for that down in the description. But Yegor over 1.5 shots on goal is a positive 0.36 edge percent. Let's see what else we got. No other positive edges, so this would be the main play right now as a positive edge for hockey today. I've been loving hockey props, man. I just smashed a hockey prop yesterday, doubled up. Very, very easy to hit them right now. I mean, I've been hitting them left and right. So let's check PrizePicks Goblins. When it comes to PrizePicks Goblins, the best option to pair with that would be Jordan Cairo. Over 1.5 shots on goal. Again, this line is already discounted or it's already heavily favored to go over 1.5 in Vegas. So Jordan Cairo's we already know off the bat because he's a goblin, we're getting great value here on him. Okay? But he also has hit over 81% of the season. If you look at his sample over the last 2 seasons, 81.5% over the last 2 seasons, averaging 2.98 shots on goal, and you're getting it at a 1.5 goblin. Again, it's this easy, y'all. It doesn't take any overthinking. Props Made Easy membership at only $20 a month. Pairing a goblin with a positive edge and doing it consistently, and it is a cheat code. It is a money printer, literally. Especially if you have a low bankroll, it's taking so much less risk than building a power play or all these other things. Trust me, like, I'm here. Y'all know me. I get passionate about this shit because I really fuck with y'all and really want to see y'all do the best. You feel what I'm saying? So I really tell you the honest opinion. Whether you use Props Made Easy to do it or not, so be it. I did build Props Made Easy for people exactly like you watching this video right now. But if you don't want to use Props Made Easy, that's on you. I still want you to have success, though. It's not like I want you to fail because you're not a Props Made Easy member. I fuck with all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for being here every day. And so I want y'all to make the best decisions. Trust me when I tell you. Regular positive edge play paired up with a goblin play, and let's eat. Just eat consistently, man. Build that bankroll, especially with basketball starting in 6 days. Let's build that bankroll up for you so you can get some big wins this season. All right? Props Made Easy is only $20 a month for this data. Y'all go lock in. All right, let's take a look at Game Center. Over on the Game Center, the best options we got is nothing really for baseball. I mean, a positive 1.25 EV, so right now available on the board. There's no game bets that I would recommend. Oh, cool. They got Kalshi up. That's cool. All right. Kalshi is a newer kind of book that has been added. Let's see. Let's take a look at what we got here. Some college football. I have college football highlighted, NFL highlighted, all that good stuff. So let's see what the best value is. Now, first and foremost, when you do this at Props Made Easy, like, I don't want y'all consistently taking plays in the plus 200s, okay? Because these are going to be longer shots and less consistent. Again, a lot of y'all want consistency, right? So if you want consistency, you really need to utilize the filter sharp and safe because it's going to not only show you plays that are over the 2% EV, expected value for the game center, but it's also going to make sure you have 3 or more sharp books, and it's between the range of plus 120 to minus 120, which is the most optimal range for consistency when it comes to EV betting. So Auburn money line plus 119 on Novig is 114 across the sharp books, giving you a 2.49. New Orleans Saints over 20.5 team total at plus 100 on Hard Rock. Georgia State plus 6.5 point spread at plus 109 on Novig. All of these are solid options that you can get in. All right? Let's check out NFL touchdowns. And again, I'm filtering those from the bottom, y'all. If y'all haven't seen the new update, the mobile interface for Props Made Easy is absolutely fire. To get an idea of what it looks like, you can check my I've done a mobile video over on YouTube before. You can just check my videos and take a look at the new user interface. It's absolutely amazing. Right now I'm on desktop, which is still amazing, but we really optimized it for mobile users because, I mean, let's be honest, 90% of us are on our phones picking our plays as we're on the go and going about our lives. So we really optimized it for mobile and made it super easy. And again, you don't have to switch from Props Made Easy over to PrizePicks, Props Made Easy to PrizePicks. No, you can just select your favorite plays and send the slip over itself now. It's that simple. All right, looking at touchdowns. And honestly, I love this spot. I don't know about y'all, right? But I love this spot. Davante Adams over touchdowns in this game. You can get it at minus 105 on Novig at an 8.47 edge. Consensus odds are minus 125 on him getting a touchdown. This dude is a huge red zone target. On top of that, with Nakua being hurt, Davante Adams over touchdowns is a fantastic spot here. I love his position here. And again, the NFL touchdown tool will show you where you're getting the best edge on every touchdown play. So I really love Davante Adams here in this one. All right. Let's look at longer shot plays. In the mid-range, we've got Chase Brown over touchdowns at plus 150. Let's go longer range. Trevor Lawrence over touchdowns is plus 450 on Hard Rock. I can easily see him taking off in the red zone and getting in the end zone. Over touchdowns at plus 450? That's why this edge is huge at almost a 20 Vegas edge. 360 are the consensus odds. You're getting it at plus 450 on Hard Rock. Crazy. Again, I mean, I'm sure y'all feel the same way. It feels pretty solid that Trevor Lawrence could get in the end zone, right? I feel like the probability is pretty high. But yet you're getting it at plus 450 odds as if he's a huge underdog to do it. So it's an interesting spot for sure. And Props Made Easy will show you those spots. For the longest shot touchdowns, Darnell Washington's probably in the best spot to go with on his over 0.5 first half touchdowns at plus 800. He has a 20 Vegas edge due to consensus odds being 650 for him to score in the first half. Darnell Washington. All right? All right, let's take a look at home runs real quick, and then we will get on out of here. Cal Riley, plus 360 for a home run in Canzone. We talked about both of these guys yesterday. Those are the main home run calls today. Let's take a look at trends real quick, and I'm going to head out, y'all. Trends. Trends is built to, we have all sports selected. As soon as Trends opens, all sports are selected, and from the highest season hit rate, long-term season hit rate, so you know the absolute best trends to go off of. Forget having to search and look at last 5 and all that anymore. A click of a button on the trends page, and it shows you the absolute highest hit rate options right in front of your face. As you can see, all of these guys have 100% season hit rates over the year. Cooper Barchetti, or however you say his name, over 59.5 receiving yards. This dude's made me a ton of money playing his Goblin. Wayshawn Parker, over 19.5 rushing yards, Goblin. Amazing. Hunter Watson, Goblin. Again, Goblins are mixed in, everything. Regular plays are mixed in here. And again, these are preseason lines, but going off their long-term success. So you've got CS2 mixed in here. I mean, you've got everything you can need on this trends page, man. It makes it incredibly easy. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's keep getting this money, man. PropsMadeEasy.com is only $20 a month. Let's keep feasting, keep stacking up. Yeah, man. Refocus Plus. RefocusPlus.com, y'all. Y'all, trust me. Try this thing. Get hydrated to a whole new level. Y'all don't understand how much the lack of real hydration in your body is affecting you. Trust me. Your overall well-being spikes. Okay? Plain and simple. Your mood, everything changes when you're hydrated properly, as well as Refocus having that mental clarity stuff in there to really just get you in a good fucking place mentally. And that's another thing in the sports betting world that is slept on. Mental health. If you start losing yourself mentally, you're going to lose even more bets. When you're in a good place mentally, you really shine and do even better when it comes to your bets. Trust me, the energy you put out is the energy you receive in this world. So if you're putting this stressed, anxious, unhappy energy out there, that's what you're going to get back. So really optimize your mental space. And my company Refocus plus my family company that we built together is something that is absolutely amazing for y'all to try. Especially, I mean, the flavor alone. Even if you don't care to get hydrated, this thing is like the best Kool-Aid you'll ever taste. Better than Kool-Aid flavor. Kool-Aid's too fucking strong. I ain't gonna lie, but nonetheless, go try it. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.